morning, dear students. Today, for 9th ICSE Mathematics, we are going to start from Unit 7, Chapter Trigonometrical Ratios. This is a whole new topic, but it has some basic things from previous classes. Now, question arises, the name trigonometry and the other half is ratios. So, no doubt this is a part of geometry where mostly we focus on triangular shapes which are right angle triangle. Trigonometry plays a wide role in field of engineering as well as mathematics. So, let us first see the basics and then afterwards in further exercises slowly it will be revealed that how one can calculate the height, the distance away from an object or the inclined height based on trigonometrical ratios. So, the basic introductory part is to study trigonometry. Right angle triangle is required. For example, suppose if I have a right angle triangle ABC. Let us call this angle by notation theta. But obviously, this part will be 90 minus theta. As we are aware that sum of all the angles, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 180 degree. Out of that, one is 90 degree, second one is theta, third one is unknown to us. So, we can add all the angles and it will be equal to 180, and if you solve it further, this angle comes out to be 90 minus theta, like angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. I am unaware of angle A, but I know B is 90 and C is theta. So, if I shift all the values on that side, my answer comes out to be 90 minus theta. So, now all the angles are known to us. And one more interesting thing, in this case angle A and angle C both will be acute angles. Both will be acute angles. If I consider angle C and find the trigonometrical ratios, I will show you which are those ratios and a simple way to remember them. Angle C we are considering and finding the trigonometrical ratios. So, whichever angle besides 90 degree here, whichever acute angle is considered for finding trigonometric ratios, these angles are called reference angles. These angles are called reference angles. Now, I hope that this much basic part is clear about right angle. We can also consider few more things, like if this is 90, then this will be 60. So, the other one will be 30. If it's an isosceles right angle triangle, then this will be 90 and these two will be same in that case. Each of them will be 45 degree and so on. But remember one thing, the most important criteria is it should be a right angle triangle. To study the basic part at least, then only we can calculate the remaining things. Now why so? The reason is one of the side which is there, like I am talking about angle C. So when I am talking about angle C, for angle C, AB is called perpendicular. AB is called, if you see with respect to base, AB is at 90 degree. So that's why that side is called perpendicular. But along with this, I will tell you few more things. AB can also be called as height, or remember one thing, if this is the reference angle, is the side AB opposite on the theta side? Like theta is here, so AB is opposite, it is facing oppositely to angle theta. So also AB can be called as opposite side. So basically here in your syllabus, AB is called perpendicular, the other names can also be height or opposite side. Now second thing is AC. We are aware in right angle triangle, slant height is called hypotenuse. You can also call it as slant height or you can call it as hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the most common name used in general. And then the third side which is left is BC. BC is called in right angle triangle the base. Side BC is called the base. One more name can be used for base in this case. If you see, this is angle theta, this is hypotenuse, this is the opposite side. This side BC is adjacent to this theta. That is why this base is also called adjacent side. Once again, let us have a quick glance. This is a unit which deals with trigonometrical ratios. Trigonometry is no doubt part of geometry, very much helpful in field of engineering, calculus, mathematics, etc., physics. For that, essential thing is there should be a right angle triangle. One angle is 90 degree, where the perpendicular and the base they intercept. One angle is considered as theta. Now, it is not compulsory that you consider it as theta. One can also consider it as x, y, z, or simply you can call it as angle C, angle A, angle B. It's just for my understanding and your simplicity, I am taking it as theta. Then I showed you here in calculation how the remaining angle will be 90 minus theta, because sum of all the angles is in a triangle is 180 degree. Also remember, angle A and angle C both will be acute angle in any situation. They won't be obtuse. They will be acute. If I am finding out the trigonometrical ratios, which we will see later, by taking C as the main angle, then this C angle is also called reference angle. If I take A, then A will be called reference angle in that case. So for angle C, I have labeled sides AB is called perpendicular, which is also called height and opposite side. AC is called hypotenuse, that is slant height. BC is called base, that is adjacent side. Now, one more thing in addition I will like to add over here. If I take angle A, I tilt the triangle slightly and see what happens. If this is now C and this is B and this is A, so this was our theta. Now this has become 90 minus theta. So remember now in this situation, for angle A, this is 90 minus theta. In that case, AB will be the base, BC will be the perpendicular or the height or the opposite side, whereas hypotenuse remains the same. So here changes will be there. AB is called base, BC is the perpendicular, and AC is the hypotenuse. If you see, besides hypotenuse, the remaining things get interchanged. AB becomes base, in the previous case AB was the perpendicular. So I hope you understood the concept of what are reference angles. Now let us proceed further in finding the ratios. So in your syllabus, basically you have 6 trigonometrical ratios. Let us draw the triangle once again for our reference. This is A, B, C, this was angle theta, and if you want you can write this as 90 minus theta, otherwise not required because we are taking angle C as the reference angle. Now which are those trigonometrical ratios? First I will mention it here. One is sine, second one is cosine, third one is tangent, then fourth one is cosecant, fifth one is secant, and sixth one is cotangent. These are the 6 trigonometrical ratios. Out of these, if anyone knows these 3 thoroughly, the remaining 3, let it be any relation in higher classes also related to the remaining 3, 4, 5 and 6, easily you can derive any expression for them. Now how to remember the first 3? What are their definitions? Depending on the diagram, let us see. For that, I will write a code . Now this is a very traditional code. Since when I was in school and when I have studied trigonometry, our teachers, respected teachers, they have taught us the same code which I am trying to explain you here in this chapter. You can read it as OSHA Chota. OSHA Chota is the code for remembering those trigonometrical ratios. Now how to do that? First thing is, you couple up in each case the middle alphabet. Once the middle alphabet is underlined, now it is very easy for us to define. See how to do that. The middle alphabet will be the name of the trigonometric ratio, sine. It is called sine and written in the formulas as SIN. Is this clear? Now further, how to define this sine ratio? Two more alphabets are left, O and H. O will represent opposite side. O is called opposite side and H represents hypotenuse. O stands for opposite side to angle theta, H stands for hypotenuse, and as I told you, A can be called as base, it can be also called as adjacent side, both are one and the same. There is no harm in calling it as adjacent side to angle theta. Let us see further. So, here it is written sine S and then the left and right alphabets are O and H. So, that you have to write in this way. S is equal to O upon H, means the sine ratio for angle theta in this case is opposite side to theta upon the hypotenuse or perpendicular side upon hypotenuse. This is how. Now let us write the side. So opposite is AB and hypotenuse is AC. So it will be AB upon AC for sine of angle theta, sine of angle theta. How to write in word form? Sine of angle theta. If you write it like this, no problem. Even if you write SIN and theta, then also it is correct, which is equal to. Here we wrote opposite upon hypotenuse, but since we are habited to call it as perpendicular, so you can also write it here as perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So easy to remember, Osha Chota. So this was the first one. Let us go for the second one. We know second one is cosine. So I will write here cosine in bracket cos, which is equal to, look at the neighboring alphabets or letters, A and H are left. So I will write that A in numerator. Always remember, the left hand side is the numerator, the right hand side is the denominator. Adjacent side to angle theta is BC. Right here, opposite, adjacent and hypotenuse. So adjacent side is BC. So cos of theta is equal to BC and hypotenuse still remains the same. So you can call cosine of angle theta or cos of angle theta as adjacent upon hypotenuse. Now you understood why it is called ratio. Ratio is always between two identical types of terms. So here we are considering two sides. So even if they are in centimeter, they are in meter, they are in feet, they are in inches, Distances generally are measured in these units. Sometimes in word problems you will come across distance or height will be in kilometers. If you observe both, they will get cancelled out and you just get a figure over there which has no units. So, remember, ratio of identical terms has no units, the units gets cancelled out for both. So, this can be also written as cos theta is equal to, now BC we are calling it as base, that is the adjacent side, upon hypotenuse. So, this becomes the formula for cos theta, this becomes formula for sin theta. So, you have to remember this, and I think there is no need to by heart it. Even if you forget somewhere, you can write this code and then you can define all the 6 trigonometric ratios, and one who knows the formula or the definition of these 6 trigonometrical ratios, this is the base of trigonometry. After you know all these 6 terms, you can proceed further up to any extent, but this concept should not go wrong. So, to make it more simpler, to how to remember it in a simple way, chances are there it is a new topic, one may get confused. So, to avoid that confusion, we are using this kind of code over here. And then the third part of the code, which is tangent, also called tan, which is equal to, now as I told you, T stands for the trigonometric ratio over here, C stands for the trigonometric ratio cosine over here, S stands for trigonometric ratio sine. Now, what about tangent? Left hand is O, right hand side is A. So, that tangent will be O upon A. O upon A. Let us elaborate it. For theta, so it will be tan theta is equal to, now what is the opposite side or perpendicular over here? It is AB. And what is the adjacent side to angle theta over here? BC. So, it will be AB upon BC, and if anybody wants to write it in the definition form, so we can say tangent to the angle theta is defined as ratio of perpendicular to the base. I hope that this part is clear. Once these 3 are known, you can easily solve 4th, 5th and 6th. Any difficulty? So, you can revise it quickly, so that difficulty can be overcome, because entire setup is there on the board right now. Okay. Let us see what is the secret behind 4th, the 5th and the 6th, depending on these 3. I have purposely written them in this order, because again one more trick we will use, and then there is no need to memorize anything. Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, secant is the reciprocal of cosine, and cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So, first and fourth are reciprocal of each other. Second and fifth, they are reciprocal of each other. Third and sixth, they are reciprocal of each other. I will show by different types of arrowheads, so that it becomes easier for you to remember and to avoid confusion. if you see all the arrowheads are different. So, easily you can match now. Sine matches with cosecant, cosine matches with secant, tangent matches with cotangent. They all are reciprocal of each other. Sine is reciprocal of cosecant, cosecant is reciprocal of sine, cosine is reciprocal of secant, secant is reciprocal of cosine, tangent is reciprocal of cotangent, cotangent is reciprocal of tangent. So, I hope that this much part is clear. So, I will erase this and write the formulas quickly over here. Please keep a habit of writing the things simultaneously, trying to observe the explanation and also trying to understand what is happening in the classroom for the given topic or the concept. Now, the fourth one is cosecant. As I told you, cosecant is reciprocal of sine. So, you can also write it in a shortcut form. Cosec of theta is 1 upon sin theta, or you can also say sin theta is reciprocal of cosec theta. Now, you are aware sin theta was opposite side upon hypotenuse, which was also called perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So, if you take reciprocal of it, so definition is clear over here in this step, it will be hypotenuse upon opposite side, that is here we call it as perpendicular. Now, what is the perpendicular here? AB, and hypotenuse is AC. So, here it will be AC upon AB, and if you see the sine, sine was AB upon AC. So, I took reciprocal of AB upon AC, which becomes AC upon AB in that case. So, cosec theta as per this figure is AC upon AB. Then next one is secant, which is reciprocal of cosine, also can be written as, for that angle, sec theta is equal to reciprocal of cos theta. Let us see quickly the definition of cos theta. Cos theta was adjacent side upon hypotenuse or base upon hypotenuse. So, take reciprocal of that, every time hypotenuse will go to numerator and it will become hypotenuse upon base. Now, hypotenuse is the same AC, whereas the base is BC. Also, one can write cos theta is equal to 1 upon sec theta, both are one and the same, but that will change accordingly. And the last one is cotangent. Cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent, can be also written as cot theta is equal to 1 upon tan theta. And we have seen the definition of tan theta, it was opposite side to adjacent side, or also called perpendicular upon base. So, if they take reciprocal of it, it will become base upon perpendicular, and it will become base is BC and perpendicular is AB. So, tan theta will be 1 upon cot theta, or cot theta will be 1 upon tan theta, and in this case it will be BC upon AB. So, I hope all the 6 trigonometric ratios the description about the right angle triangle, the reference angle, everything is known to us. For today, the assignment is, please write down all these trigonometric ratios in your notebook and try to understand the concept, so that next lecture we can solve some problems from exercise. Thank you very much and have a good day.